Alright, so I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but if you've been feeling lost lately, kind of like life's just moving and you're just there trying to keep up, yeah, I get it. Like, you wake up, do your thing, maybe grind a bit, maybe scroll way longer than you should, and at the end of the day, you're like, what am I even doing right now? I've been there. Honestly, I still end up there sometimes. Today, I just wanted to talk about that weird floating in space kind of feeling, because I feel like nobody really explains that it's normal. Here's something I realized. Everybody, and literally everybody, goes through a lost phase in life. You might think people have it figured out, like your favorite YouTuber or your friend who's already making money in school, killing it, but nah, they're just confused at a higher level. There's this illusion online that you're supposed to have everything mapped out by a certain age. Like at 18, you pick your dream, at 25, you're living it, and by 30, you're successful. But that's not how real life works. Real life's messy. It's more like take 2 steps forward, fall on your face, take 1 step back, somehow find a new path, question everything, and keep going. That's literally the process of figuring things out. And I think one of the biggest traps we fall into when we're lost is comparing. Social media makes this 10 times worse. You see people buying cars, hitting milestones, getting views, and you're just sitting there, wondering if you're behind in life. But you're not behind. You're just on a different timeline. Everyone's life moves at different speeds. You don't see the years they struggled off camera. You don't see the stuff they had to go through mentally before the wins actually started showing up. Like, you might be planting seeds right now, and it just doesn't look like anything's happening, but it is. It's just underground. And when your time comes, it's gonna look like you blew up overnight, quote unquote. But you and I both know it won't be overnight. It'll be after years of work that nobody saw. And that's why I think it's so important to keep going quietly sometimes. You don't need to announce your comeback. You don't need to prove to anyone you're working. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is grind in the silence. Because when you finally show up, the results speak for you. There's this peace in knowing, yeah, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm building something. That's a feeling I wish more people chased instead of validation. Because likes, followers, views, they don't fix that feeling of being lost. But purpose does. And here's the catch. Purpose doesn't always come from something big. It's not always I'm gonna be famous or I'm gonna change the world. Sometimes purpose is just I want to get better at this thing, or I want to help one person today, or I want to build a habit that makes me proud. We overlook that stuff because it feels too small. But honestly, that's where most purpose starts. You follow a small curiosity, something that makes you feel alive for a bit, and if you keep doing it, that spark slowly becomes a fire. For me, that's content creation. I started because I liked the idea of sharing stuff that I thought was cool. Over time, it became something deeper, and it became me learning about myself. That's what purpose feels like. Something that challenges you, humbles you, and gives you reasons to keep showing up. And here's something I wish someone told me early on. You don't need to feel ready to start. You just need to start. Waiting to feel ready is like waiting for your phone to hit 100% before you leave the house. You'll never go anywhere. The truth is, confidence doesn't come first, but action does. You start scared, you start unprepared, you start unsure, and through repetition, you become confident. It's the same for content, fitness, school, whatever it is. Most people never see success. Not because they don't have potential, but because they never begin. So if you're listening to this while thinking, man, I want to start something, but I don't know where to begin, just start messy. Start today. Now I know what you're thinking. Okay, but what about when I don't feel motivated? And that's the tricky part. Motivation's like a visitor. It shows up sometimes, but not always. And that's why you need discipline and vision, not just hype. The way I see it, motivation is like the fuel in your car, but discipline is the engine. You know, even when the tank's low, the engine will still work. And if you can train yourself to keep moving, even when you don't feel like it, you know, when it doesn't feel exciting, that's when you separate yourself from most people. It's not about being the most talented. It's about being the most consistent. And one more thing, life's not linear. You're going to have seasons where everything makes sense and others where nothing does. But you can't skip those confusing parts because they build you. Think about every story you've ever loved, you know, every hero arc or every success story. None of them start with, and everything went perfectly. You know, it's always the pain, the struggle, the uncertainty, and that's what creates character. That's what makes the story yours. So if you're in that phase right now where you're questioning everything, it's okay. You're not broken. You're just building. So yeah, that's my little talk for today. If you've been feeling like you're falling behind or you don't know what comes next, take a breath. You're exactly where you need to be. The world moves so fast, but growth doesn't happen overnight. Keep showing up even when it's quiet. Keep trying even when nobody's watching. And one day you'll look back and realize you were never really lost. You were just finding your way. Anyway, if you stuck around till now, you're a real one. Take care of yourself. Keep grinding, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.